I'm sure you've heard by now, the Florida Panthers fired their head coach Gerard Gallant, and with him assistant coach Mike Kelly gone as well. I don't even know where to start with this. I mean, the move itself, the surprise of it all, what it means, my personal feelings on it, but also the takes. Oh, are the takes hot? Well, here, let's start with a question. What percentage of head coaches are fired when their team is above 500? Because the Panthers, in crisis at the time I'm shooting this video, and therefore just a few hours after Gerard Gallant got fired, are 11-10-1. They're 2 points back of a playoff spot, which, all things considered, is very good for the Panthers. They have had brutal luck with injuries. Huberdeau's been out for a long time. They just got Bjugstad back. And those aren't even the only guys. The Panthers got fantastic results last season. They're above 500 right now, and they've had terrible injuries. This is like textbook by the book when you don't fire your head coach. And they fired Gallant and Kelly in Carolina, and they had to get their own cab to the airport. So a lot of people calling this classless, and I mean, rightly so. What are you doing, man? I can't wait for more details to come out, because something must have been said, right? Now, GM Tom Rowe is taking over as the head coach, the interim head coach, for the rest of the season. And the rumors started basically immediately that Gerard Gallant could be the new head coach for the Vegas Golden Knights. There's so much up in the air. Will Tom Rowe succeed with the Florida Panthers now that there's all this turmoil? Will Gerard Gallant land on his feet? Well, most people seem to think so. Will it be with the Golden Knights? But you know what? There's something about this move. There's something about the Florida Panthers I think we got to talk about. And you saw it on Twitter. You saw it the second this happened. Oh, the Panthers are trying to reinvent hockey. Oh, the computer boys think they know better. Remember at the end of 2013, maybe even just early 2014, we thought the analytics war was over. All those teams that were riding high on PDO and stuff like that, and everyone said, nope, it's just good coaching. They all crash down to earth. And almost every team has at least one analytics person. Some have an entire analytics department, but the Panthers, they're just taking it to that next level. And because of that, the Florida Panthers mean something. I've seen some people gripe about the Panthers' treatment of Dale Talon, for example. They gave him a promotion and took away most of his powers when he was GM, and now he's in another role. I've seen similar gripes for Gerard Gallant. Oh my goodness, he was so good last year with the Panthers. The whole team was good, and they're doing fine this year despite injuries. What are you doing? He's a good hockey guy. And there it is. There it is. Whenever I hear he's a good hockey guy, that's just code for this person is my friend. Good hockey guy? What does that even mean? They're good at hockey? Well, yeah, they're in the National Hockey League in some capacity. Of course they're good at hockey. I've seen it with the Florida Panthers. It started with the whispers when the Dale Talon stuff happened. It started earlier this season when the Panthers stumbled a bit out of the gate. The analytics folks with the Panthers don't look so bright right now, do they? And now the Gerard Gallant firing, you see some people getting indignant like, I can't believe this. I can't, what are they trying to do, reinvent the wheel? Likewise, you're seeing people on the other side of the fence, maybe the more analytically inclined, going, well, here's why they're doing it. Hey, they're heading in a certain direction, and Gerard Gallant wasn't hip with that direction, so you know what? He's got to go. I thought the analytics war was over, but really, it just kind of went into a Cold War state for a couple years. Because the old school guys, they kind of got quiet. And then the Subban Weber trade happened, and they went, oh. And then Weber hot out of the gate. The Chris Russell debate. He signs with the Oilers, and look at the Oilers going, oh, did you see Chris Russell's hit the other night? Yeah, you can't write that on paper. Those were just little jabs, little sparring matches, and the Weber one might pick up a little bit later. But right now, we are at the dawn of the Battle of Sunrise. Because you got a lot of these older guys who don't like the new kids trampling on their lawn, and they are ridiculing the Panthers because they can, because they don't know these guys. If the Panthers dip one game below 500, watch the Hounds attack. They won't even have to dip below 500 for that to happen. It's already happened. Meanwhile, when Dave Nonis was the Leafs GM, he got enough leash to stretch coast to coast in Canada because that guy leaked more than the Titanic. The old guys aren't the Panthers' friends, so they're getting a little lippy. Meanwhile, some of the young guys, well, those guys are the Panthers' friends, so they're not going to say much, are they? So you got two supposedly neutral sides, one cheering for the Florida Panthers to fail, the other cheering for them to succeed, and they have the common goal of validation. To me, the one thing more fascinating than the Florida Panthers right now is the coverage of the Florida Panthers, and it's going to get exciting. So you can take the sportsmanship side of, no, come on, all right, let's just have some fun and be friends, but it's sports. you want your side to win. So, let me ask you, what did you think of the Florida Panthers firing of Gerard Gallant and Mike Kelly? Right decision? Wrong decision. They didn't even fly him home in the team plane. Hey, that's classless? Hey, that's business. And when the Battle of Sunrise heats up, what side will you be on?